everyone, welcome back to 9th standard maths class. In this video we are going to learn a new chapter, chapter 11, Prism. It's a very important chapter. Continuation is there in your 10th standard. Okay, so listen carefully and learn properly. Very important chapter. So let's start. Before that, you have already learned about different shapes, isn't it? In your small classes you have already learned about different shapes. Which all are shapes you know? Triangle we know. Okay, then square we have learned, then about rectangle. Okay, like this is how many shapes you have learned. All these shapes we can name it as it is two-dimensional. Okay, all these are two-dimensional. Why all these are two-dimensional? Because for these shapes we can represent in a board or paper, isn't it? We can draw it in a paper or in a board, and all these shapes have measurements. Here sides, if it is a triangle, base will be there, then height is there, like that. For a square, side is there, all four sides are equal. Now for rectangle, length is there, breadth is there. Okay, minimum two measurements are there for these type of figures, and that's why they are two-dimensional figures, because area we can find. Okay, for all these shapes we can find the area. This is area. Okay, area we can find for all these shapes. That's why they are called as two-dimensional figures. Now in this chapter we are going to find three-dimensional. Okay, three-dimensional objects. What do you mean by three-dimensional? Three-dimensional means it is 3D shapes. Okay, 3D shapes. That means 3D shapes we cannot represent in a paper or board exactly. Okay, we cannot represent it exactly, because in addition to that represented portion, another portions will also be there. Okay, that we have to imagine. That shapes are known as three-dimensional shapes. For example, a box. For example, your instrument box. Okay, instrument box. What is that instrument box? In that instrument box we can open it, isn't it? And inside that instrument box we are keeping all the instruments. Okay, that means for three-dimensional figures, in addition to area, volume will be there. Okay, something we can occupy in that three-dimensional figures. That's why they are called as three-dimensional. Okay, volume will be there. Okay, now this three-dimensional shapes we can name as solids also. Okay, we can name it as solids. General name is solids. Three-dimensional shape is also known as solids. Solids means something we can occupy in that. That means volume will be there. Okay, boxes, then vessels, like that. So many examples are there for three-dimensional shapes. Now solids are of two types. Okay, two type of solids are there. First is prism. Okay, first one is prism and second one is pyramid. Now this prism you have to learn in this chapter. Okay, prism. This pyramid you will learn in your 10th standard. Okay, you will learn in 10th standard. You will learn deeply about pyramid in 10th standard. Now here in this 9th standard you have to learn about only prism. So let's start about prism. So a prism means it has two upper and lower bases. Okay, that two faces will be same. Two identical faces in the upper portion and in the lower portion. And these two faces are joined by rectangles. Okay, that is around the portion will be rectangle. That shape is known as prism. For example, look at this. Here, this is a prism because it has this upper base. Okay, upper base as a square and the lower portion also a square, and you can see that these portions are rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, total 4 rectangular faces are there around. Okay, so upper and lower faces are same. It is square. Okay, upper face is square and lower face is also square, and around the faces are rectangle. So this is a prism. According to the base, okay, shape of the base, we will give the name to this prism. So here bases are what? Square. So this prism is an example for a square prism. Okay, this is an example for a square prism. It can be any polygon. Okay, depending the base we will give the name. This is a square prism. Instead of this square, it can be a triangle, a rectangle, a hexagon, pentagon, any polygon it can be. Okay, according to that we will give the name. So this is a square prism. If instead of this square, if here it is a triangle, that prism will be triangular prism. Okay, now this rectangle portion remains the same because the joining portion, upper face and lower face joined by rectangle. This is the same for all the prism. Rectangle face is fixed. Only change comes in these two faces. Now these are known as bases. Okay, upper face. These two identical faces are known as bases. Two bases are there for a prism. Now this rectangle faces, okay, this rectangle faces are known as lateral faces. Okay, this rectangle faces are known as lateral faces. So these two are bases. Two bases are there and lateral faces are also there. If it is a square, 4 sides are there. So 4 rectangles will also be there. If it is a triangular prism, only 3 sides are there. So only 3 rectangles will be there. Depending on the sides of the bases, this rectangle portion will be changes. So first bases, then lateral faces. Now here we are going to learn how to find the volume of any prism. Okay, how to find the volume of any prism. Equation is there. That equation is volume of any prism. Okay, this equation is common for any prism, whether it is a square prism, triangular prism, hexagonal, whatever it is the same equation, that is base area into height. Here base area means if it is a square prism, you have to find area of square first, then that into height. If it is a triangular prism, you have to find area of triangle. Okay, whatever be the side, that means base, you have to find area of that base. Triangle, then area of triangle into height. If it is a rectangular prism, area of rectangle into height. Okay, this is the equation to find volume. Now let's move on to problems. First activity, page number 170. Here is your first question. The base of a prism is an equilateral triangle of perimeter 15 cm and its height is 5 cm. Calculate its volume. In this question we have a prism with a base as equilateral triangle. Okay, so it is an equilateral triangle prism. So this equilateral triangle's perimeter is also given. Okay, given perimeter as what? Perimeter equal to 15 cm is given. Perimeter is 15 cm. And one more thing is given, that is height. Okay, h is given as 5 cm. These are the measurements given. Question is to find the volume of this prism. Okay, volume we need to find. So what is the equation volume? Volume equation is base area into height. So in order to find base area, what is base here? Base is equilateral triangle. So this equilateral triangle's area we need to find, then into height. So in order to find area, we need side of this triangle, but side is not given. Instead of that, perimeter is given. What is the equation perimeter? 3 equal sides. So 3a equal to 15. So a equal to 15 by 3, that is 5 cm. 5 cm is the one side of this equilateral triangle. Now let's write the equation. What is the equation? Volume equal to base area into height. Okay, BA means base area, H is height. Now base area means area of equilateral triangle. What is the equation area of equilateral triangle? That is root 3 by 4 a square. This is the equation to find area of equilateral triangle. Now into height. Height we know, what is that height? It is 5 cm. Now let's apply the value, that is root 3 by 4 into a square. A square means side is 5. So 5 square. So 5 square into 5. That is what 5 square is 25. 25 into 5 is 125 root 3 by 4 centimeter cube. Volume unit is cube. Measurements are given in centimeter, so answer also in centimeter. Unit is centimeter cube. So this is the answer. this you can do separately. Okay, first you can find base area, then you can apply equation, or you can directly apply in the volume equation. So this is the method to find volume. First of all, you have to check what is the base given in the solid. Okay, here it is equilateral triangle, that's why we consider equation to find area of equilateral triangle, that is base root 3 by 4 a square. So this is first one answer. Now let's move on to second question.
Question is, a hexagonal hole of each side 2 meter is dug in the school ground to collect rainwater. It is 3 meter deep. It now has water 1 meter deep. How much liter of water is there in it?
In this question we have a hexagonal hole. Okay, just like a well, a hexagonal hole is dug into ground. Okay, here the shape is hexagon. Okay, it is hexagon, and the base portion also hexagon. The figure can be like this. Now in this hole, total height is what? Total height is given as 3 meter. Total height is 3 meter, and one side of this hexagon means total 6 sides will be there. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, the figure will be like this. Okay, here one rectangle, here also one rectangle, like that, each with what side as 2 meter. So one side of this hexagon is 2 meter, it is given as 2 meter. Now total height is given as 3 meter, and it is given that at present only 1 meter height. Okay, the water is up to 1 meter, only up to 1 meter is water present. What is the volume of water? That is the question. Okay, what is the quantity of water at present in that well? That is the question. So total height is 3 meter, but we need to consider only 1 meter as height, because up to this portion's quantity we need to find. Volume up to this portion is enough to find here. So total height is 3 meter, and the present height, okay, present height is 1 meter, only this much is enough. Now to find volume, equation is what? Base area into height. So here base area means base is hexagon. What is the equation? Area of hexagon. Base area means area of hexagon we need to find. So area of hexagon equation is 6 root 3 by 4 a square. Okay, this is the equation to find area of hexagon. Now side we already know, so that is equal to 6 root 3 by 4. A square means A is 2 meter, so 2 square into height is what? It is 1 meter, because only up to 1 meter water is there. So height is 1 meter. Now 2 square is 4. This 4 and 4 we can cancel. So answer is 6 root 3. Okay, 6 root 3 meter cube is the answer. But here we have to find the answer in liter. Okay, in liter we need to find. So first of all we have to apply this root 3 value. If it is not specified, you can stop here, but here answer we need in liter. So to convert into liter, first of all apply the root 3 value. So 6 into 1.73, approximate value of root 3 is 1.73. So answer is 10.38 meter cube. Now to convert this meter cube into liter, 1 meter equal to 10 liter. Okay, so here meter cube, that means 10 into 10 into 10, that is 10.38 into 1000 we need to do. Meter cube means 3 m are there, m into m into m. So 1 m means 10 liter. So into 1000 we need to do. That means 10,380 liter. Okay, this is the quantity of water at present in this hole with height as 1 meter. Okay, so this is the answer in liter for question number 2. Now let's do the third question.
Question is, a hollow prism of base S square of side 16 cm contains water 10 cm high. If a solid cube of side 8 cm is immersed in it, by how much would be the water level rise?
Here in this question we have a vessel with the base as a square. Okay, a square vessel we have. That means a square prism we have. with a side as 16 centimeter and height as 10 centimeter. Okay, it's a square prism. I just show as a vessel. Now question is, if we immerse a solid cube, okay, a solid cube into this, if we immerse a solid cube into this vessel, how much water level rise? Okay, anyway, this is the height of the water at present. That means 10 centimeter water is already here. Okay, 10 centimeter water is already here. After putting a solid cube, how much the water level rise? Anyway, the water level will rise because we are putting what? A solid cube we are putting, and that for solid cube volume will be there, isn't it? Solid cube means a volume will be there, so volume is what? Increasing. So volume increasing means water level will also be rising. So this increased level of water we need to find. So that means first of all we need to find what? Starting volume, then extra volume, that means this is solid cube's volume also we need, then only we can find this rise level of water. So first of all let's find volume, starting volume. So volume equal to what? Equation is base area into height. So here base area means starting one is a square prism, so area of square equation is what? A square into h. So a square means side is 16, so 16 into height is 10. So 16 into 16 is 256 into 10 is 2560 centimeter cube. This was the starting volume. Okay, this was the starting volume. Now into this volume we are putting what? A solid cube. Okay, solid cube we are putting, so that solid cube volume also we need to find. So that cube side is given. Okay, that solid cube's side is given, A equal to 8 centimeter. So its volume means what is the equation? Volume of cube is A cube. Okay, A cube is the volume. So A cube equal to 8 into 8. That answer is 512 centimeter cube. Okay, 8 into 8 is 512 centimeter cube. So this is the extra volume. So total volume will be what? Total volume is total of these two, that is 2560 plus 512, that is equal to 3072 centimeter cube. This is the total volume after putting this solid cube into this vessel. Now if this is the height, suppose this height we know, how we will find this volume? This is by adding these two. Directly how we will find the volume of this this water level? Equation is what? Base area into height. That is our normal equation. Okay, base area into height equal to, answer we already know, that is 3072. Now base area means same base. Here we are considering the same base square. Its area is what? 16 into 16, that is 256 here. So that 256 we can keep here. 256 into height, answer is 3072. We need to find this height. Okay, because after immersing what? After immersing a solid cube, the water level rise up to this much. This raised level of water we need to find. So this height means, to find this height, keep this h here, 256 to this side. So here answer becomes no space here, that's why. So h equal to 3072 by 256. When you divide this, you will get the answer as 12 centimeter. Okay, that means this is 12 centimeter. Okay, after putting solid cube, the water level rise up to 12 centimeter. Starting it was 10 centimeter, now it is 12 centimeter. So what is the increasing level? Increased level is 12 minus 10, that is 2 centimeter. Okay, 2 centimeter is the increased water level. Okay, increased water level is 2 centimeter. So this is the final answer. Okay, so this is third one answer. Watch repeatedly, then only it will clear. Little bit confusing problem. Okay, so once more you just watch, it will be clear. Now let's move on to next section. As we discussed earlier, for a prism, two type of faces are there. Okay, lateral surface. Lateral surface means this rectangle portions. This is known as lateral surface. Sum of all these lateral surface area is known as lateral surface area. Okay, total 4 rectangles. These 4 area sum is known as lateral surface area. And lateral surface area, in order to find this, no need to add all this, directly we can find that lateral surface area we can denote as LSA. Okay, simply we can mark it as LSA, and equation is base perimeter. Okay, base perimeter into height. Okay, base perimeter into height is the equation to find LSA, lateral surface area, because it is not easy to add all these 4 squares and we don't know how many sides will be there, so it is very confusing. So directly we can find base perimeter into height. Already base will be given in the question, and the side of the base also given, so we can find base perimeter, then that into height is also we can find, that is LSA. So base perimeter we can denote as BP, base perimeter into H. So BP into H is the lateral surface area or LSA of any prism. Next is total surface area. So total surface area means how many surfaces are there for a prism. Sum of all the area is known as total surface area. So LSA. LSA means the sum of all these rectangles. Now in addition to this, 2 bases are there. Okay, first base, then second base, upper and lower. So sum of that also you have to add. So total surface area equation, total surface area we can denote as TSA. TSA equal to lateral surface area plus how many bases are there? 2 bases are there. So 2 into base area. BA means base area. So this is the equation to find TSA, and this is for LSA. LSA equal to BP into H, that is base perimeter into height. Total surface area equation, TSA equal to LSA plus 2 into base area. By heart this equation. This is applicable for all the prism. Now let's move on to problems from the second activity, page number 174. Here is your first question.
Question is, the base of a prism is an equilateral triangle of perimeter 12 cm and its height is 5 cm. What is its total surface area?
So here in the first question, we have an equilateral triangle as base. Okay, a prism with equilateral triangle as base, we have to find the total surface area. Okay, total surface area of that prism we have to find. So TSA equation is what? LSA plus 2 into base area. So first let's find LSA, lateral surface area. Let's find here. So LSA equation is what? Base perimeter into height. This is the equation. Now base perimeter already given in the question, that is 12. Base perimeter is 12. So we can directly find 12 into height is given as 5. So answer will be what? 60 centimeter square. So 60 centimeter square is lateral surface area. Now let's find what? Base area. Okay, base area also you have to find it. So base area means it is what? Area of equilateral triangle. So area, base area. Base area equal to area of equilateral triangle. Equation is what? Root 3 by 4 a square. But here side is not given. Instead of that, perimeter is given. So perimeter means equilateral triangle perimeter is 3a, that is equal to 12. So a equal to what? Take this 3 to this side. So 12 by 3 equal to 4 centimeter. So this 4 centimeter is one side of this equilateral triangle. So base area equation, root 3 by 4 a square means apply a as 4. So root 3 by 4 into a square means 4 square, that is 4 into 4. 1 4 we can cancel here. So answer will be 4 root 3 centimeter square. So we got lateral surface area as 60 and base area as 4 root 3 centimeter square. Now let's find TSA. What is the equation TSA? LSA plus 2 into base area. This is the equation. So LSA answer is 60 that we already found, plus 2 into 4 root 3. Okay, 2 into 4 root 3. That is equal to 60 plus 4 2s are 8 root 3. 60 plus 8 root 3 centimeter square is the answer. If question is to find the answer in two decimal places or write the correct answer. If it is so, you have to apply the value of root 3 as 1.73. Otherwise, you can stop here. Okay, so this is TSA. How to find TSA? First find LSA, then find base area, then just add these two. So this is the answer. Now let's do second question.
Second question is, two identical prisms with the right triangles as base are joined to form a rectangular prism as shown below. What is its total surface area?
Here in the second question, we have a right triangle, not one, two right triangle prisms are there. Okay, two right triangle prisms with the length as 12 centimeter. So this is 12 centimeter and breadth as 5 centimeter and height as 15 centimeter. This is one right triangle prism, and if we join to the same two right triangular prism, we will get a rectangular prism. How? Because it will be like this. Okay, after joining two triangular prism, the shape will be like this. Okay, that means in the base part you will get a triangle because two right triangles. This is the first right triangle, and if we join the next right triangle like this, we will get a rectangular portion as base here. So this is a shape. And is there any change in this length, breadth and height? No change, because for both the right triangles length is the same, 12 centimeter, 5 is the breadth and height is 15 centimeter. One more 12 will be here. Okay, this is 12 and this will be 5, and this is same height 50. So no change in the length, breadth and height. We have to find total surface area of the new prism. That means this rectangular prism's TSA we need to find. So what is the equation TSA? TSA equation is LSA plus 2 into base area. This is the equation. So first let's find LSA. What is LSA? What is the equation? Lateral surface area, base perimeter into height is the equation. So base perimeter means for the new prism, base is what? Rectangle is the prism. What is the perimeter of rectangle? Rectangle's perimeter equation is 2 into L plus B, because 2 length and 2 breadth are here. This is 12 and this measurement also 5. So 2 length and 2 breadth into height. Height is the same, that is 50. Now measurement 2 into length is what? 12 plus breadth is 5 into 50. 12 plus 5 is 17. 17 into 2 is 34. So 34 into 15. Answer is 510 centimeter square. Okay, so area means unit is square. So 510 centimeter square is the lateral surface area of this new rectangular prism. Next is base area. So base area equation means what? Area of rectangle. Base is what here? Base is here rectangle. So equation is area of rectangle. What is the equation? Length into breadth is the equation. Area of rectangle equation is length into breadth. Length is 12, breadth is 5. So answer is 60 centimeter square. So LSA we got, base area we got. Now to find TSA equation is LSA, that is 510 plus 2 into base area. So 2 into base area is 60, that is 510 plus 60 into 2 is 120. So answer is 630 centimeter square. So 630 centimeter square is the area of the newly formed rectangular prism. Okay, so this is second one answer. Now let's stop here. Let's continue in the next chapter. So hope you understand. Thank you. See you in the next video.